Alright, so you guys all know I am recording this for the students who are gone. Yeah, it has to be put on YouTube because I can't make that computer talk with the book website to upload a video. It doesn't like it, so I have to put it on YouTube before I can attach it to anything you guys can see. Or infamous. The opposite of famous, kind of like famous for a bad reason.
How many subscribers do you have?
I'm not telling you. I'm doing notes. All right, so today we are going to do one-step add and subtract inequalities. Have we done one-step problems before?
No.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah.
But one-step equations. Inequalities and equations are very similar. They're extremely similar. So if you thought that last Friday was hard, then this Monday should actually be very easy.
Really?
Oh yeah, because we got to build up again.
Really?
Yes. Okay. So essential question: how do equations compare to inequalities? Both have an inequality. So to get us going, I want you guys to talk with each other. Kimberly, would you like to? I don't know. You can either sit by yourself, or you can join a group of boys, or you can try to convince at least one girl to come join you, sit by herself, or you can go and talk to the parents. But I want you talking with someone. What do you know about equations? Just equations.
I did not.
So now you're talking about hey guys, let him work. Alright, so what do we know about equations? Raise your hand. What do you know about equations? Nobody? So we have to go back and redo these last 2 weeks of equations all over again, which will put us 2 weeks behind, and then you're struggling when we get to a state test because you don't know what you're doing because we didn't get enough stuff done. Nobody knows what the equations are?
I do.
So how do you know you do it? It's Monday for me too. Those homework assignments you were just doing.
Those are equations.
What's an equation?
Problem.
Okay, what can you tell me about an equation? What does it have?
Numbers.
Numbers, letters which are called variables,
What are those? Operation.
operation. But an equation has a very specific operation. Yes, it is an operation. We don't think of it much. It has a very specific operation that tends to go somewhere in the middle. Has two lines in it. Equal and divide. Equations are equal. Equations mean that both sides are equal. Okay, so that's an equation. We're going to solve a very, very simple equation so you guys can remember the steps. That's an equation, right? Some of you will have no clue because you won't turn and look at the screen. Is that an equation? Why? It has a what? Has a variable and it has a equal sign. The equal sign is what's making it an equation. Now what it's saying is whatever x is plus 5 has to equal 12. So let's go through these steps. Yes, I know you can do it, but I'll make you solve. Okay? What's the first thing I make you do? Draw the river. Then what? Where is the variable?
On the left.
On the left side. What operation do you see? So we do, and what number?
5.
What you do on the left?
You have to do the right.
Sebastian. How can you write if you're not even looking on the board? What gets canceled out?
The x, the 5 is different.
5 minus 5 is 0. You don't need that plus 0. So we have x equals what?
5.
That's still an equation. You can prove it as an equation. You can prove that both sides are equal by doing your check. So we have x plus 5 equals 12. What has to take the place of x?
7.
How do you know?
Because x
Is x equals 7. So we put 7 plus 5. What is 7 plus 5?
12.
Is 12 equal 12? That's your equations. They are equal. Now you need to talk about something else. That word, what is it? What is it, this word? An inequality. And for you guys to understand an inequality, I want you guys to think of your English language arts, your ELA class. This has a prefix. What prefix is on the word inequality? In. What does the prefix in mean? Practice if you have to, look up the prefix of in.
Yeah.
Significa dentro. En español, ¿qué significa?
And some people talking, I don't have all good talking. What is the prefix of in?
Ah, no, inequality. Inequality significa lo contrario de una ecuación.
Nope. It means two different things. And when you look at the word, and the word place. That's why you can search the prefix.
Yo las de los clases.
Sí.
Y es que no se escapa. No.
Tal vez
Ya no se escapa de
What do you
la
think inequality means?
Te vas a decir que se le va a hacer.
I know at least one person looked it up. What do you guys think? What do you think the prefix in means? No? Like I know Carol was talking about it. Do you know what the prefix is? No? Okay, Joe. The whole class now owes you because you actually looked it up for them. What does the prefix in mean? On or not?
it means on or not.
Not.
It means not.
So inequality, if the prefix in means not, what does inequality mean?
Not equality. Not equality. Not equal.
Not equal. And inequality is not equal. And inequality is a mathematical, I'm not going to talk over you. An inequality is a mathematical sentence that compares quantities. An equation says they are equal. An inequality compares the two. The quantities may not be equal. Sometimes they flat out won't be, sometimes they may be. Okay? So we have some symbols to talk about. An equation has an equal sign, and an inequality does not, because they are not equal. So we have some symbols such as that one. Do you guys recognize this symbol? Do you know what it means?
Greater than.
That's not greater than.
Less than.
Less than. Think about it as you read from left to right. So it's saying something is less than another. But it's not just less than. The two words, less than, that means to subtract. So if you just have less than, you have subtraction. If you have is less than, it means this symbol. You can also have is fewer than. So if you're reading a word problem and it says is less than or is fewer than, you want this symbol right here. What does that symbol mean? Not greater than. Not more than. There you go. Is. If you put is in front of that, that will be. Is greater than. Is more than. Or there's one single word that they also mean. Exceeds. My third block student exceeds my second block student by 4. 5 now. 5.
We're better than them.
No, you have more. You have 5 more students than my second block. That's what exceeds means. So now here's the tricky one. We're gonna do a little at a time. You know what that means, right?
What is less than?
It's less than, but I put a line under it. What or equal to. Which means it can be the same. Depending on the day, my second block can be, no, my sixth block is less than or equal to my second block. You can also see is no more than. Or is at most. Which means it can't equal that number, but it can also be less than that number. One final symbol. What does that mean?
Is greater than. Is greater than equal to.
So that one little line, that's like half of the equation sign. or the not equation, the equal sign is put on, so it can be equal, but it's not necessarily going to. You can also see is no less than. Or is at least. This is a symbol I would use if I said I had to bring candy canes in from my third block. I'd have to bring at least 19 because I have 19 students. Now, if I brought in candy canes today, would I give out all 19?
No.
Why not?
Yeah.
Is everyone here? Is anyone missing?
Oh yeah, Rebecca and Anna.
And Judy,
Oh.
and Jaden,
Oh.
and Joseph.
Oh. I don't know.
So I just got candy canes for myself and my parents. Okay? So those are the four symbols you need to know. All right? Now, you guys ready to solve some problems?
Yeah.
I'm gonna make it look really, really hard.
Yeah.
Really, really hard. Ready for the really, really hard?
Yeah.
Here we go.
No. Oh, that's so hard.
Oh, I know, it's so hard. You guys should know by now. I use it too much. X plus 3 is that a greater than or less than?
Greater than.
That's a greater than. X plus 3 is greater than 10. So a number plus 3 has to be greater than 10. Think you know how to solve it?
Yeah.
How do you think you're going to solve it, Annalise? How? Somebody back here said it. Draw the river. Let's draw that river. Okay? Hey, dude, you're the one who said draw the river, right? So what's the next step? Where is the variable? Variable's on the left-hand side. Is that where you want it?
Yeah.
This is the lesson where you start needing it on the left-hand side. Always have it on the left-hand side, okay? What operation do you see? What's the inverse?
Subtraction.
What will we subtract?
3.
What you do to the left?
You have to do the right.
So what happens to the positive 3 minus 3?
0.
0. They cancel out. So x
No.
not equals.
It's greater than.
Keep this exact same sign. So whatever sign we have here comes down. Is greater than 7. That can be so many answers. X is not 7. X is something else. Kimberly, what number is X? What number is greater than 7?
8. 9.
Yeah, I'm coming back to you. What number is greater than 7?
8.
Maddie, what's another number greater than 7?
11.
Ashley, what's another number greater than 7? Huh? 10? Carly? Carlos? Huh? 100? Sebastian? Give me an actual number, not a vague. Francisco? What number is greater than 7? 25? 26? 27? 22? Did you guys all say a number greater than 7?
Yes.
All of those answers are correct. Okay? All of them are correct. But in inequality, since all of those are correct, that's why we write it like this. X is any number greater than 7. That's what we have to do. You guys are really not going to like me for this.
Harder?
No, it's not harder. Yeah, you have to do check. You have to do two.
What?
Guess what? because we will get to the point like tomorrow where the symbol might have to change. That inequality symbol might have to change, which means one check is just to make sure the number is correct. The second check will make sure that the symbol is correct. But here's what I'm going to do for you guys. And you guys don't understand how nice this is actually being for me, but if on your homework it says to check, you have to do both. If the instructions do not say check your work, then you don't have to do it. The instructions are on your homework page. Well, then that's your problem. So you have to start reading it, don't you?
So how do you
Okay, so let's do our checks. Check one, we have x plus 3, but on our first check, we want it equal 10. What number should we substitute in for x? 7. So we put 7 plus 3 equals 10. What is 7 plus 3?
10?
10. Does 10 equal 10?
Yes.
So is that true?
Yes.
But that only tells us that that 7 is correct. But we need to do our second check to tell us, does this symbol need to flip around? So our second check, we do x plus 3 is greater than 10. At this point, do not use 7. What number is greater than 7?
8.
So use 8. What is 8 plus 3? 11. Is 11 greater than 10?
Yes.
So that proves that symbol is correct. No, the checks are a little that hard. Takes a little bit more time, but it's not really that hard. You guys ready? You guys to solve? Yeah. Why aren't we ready to solve? On your student page. You got it, Sebastian? Okay. Student page. Problem number 1. Oh wait, I keep forgetting. I need to show you guys this one. This one's very, very, very important. It's not a huge thing, but it's very important.
No.
What's the first thing I want you guys to do?
Draw the river.
Draw the river. Why do we flip it?
Because we're in -5. Like that's is greater than
No.
6.
No.
But
Here's why. No, Gianna, you're good. You're perfect. You said that great. But this is why I said I need to work with you on this. Read this first one.
-6 is greater than or equal to and
-6 is greater than or equal to n minus 5. So which one's greater? -6.
Yeah.
If we put greater than right here, is the -6 still greater?
No.
No. If you flip the side, you have to flip the side. That is very important. If you flip the side, you must flip the sign. Here's where your second check will come in handy. If you solve this out and you did not flip the sign, the first check would tell you your number correct, but your second check would say, no, something's wrong, and you'd flip the sign around and be okay. All right? I want you guys to solve this one. Pretend that's an equal sign. Up until the very end, pretend it's an equal sign. Go. Teacher.
Pero no es igual. Pero ¿cómo?
What operation is it? What operation is it? What's the inverse? What are you gonna ask?
What?
Do you check? Do you check?
Negativo, no, es en no sirve. No es gratis. ¿Qué te salió en la primera, en la última? No, pero ¿qué te salió en la operación?
No, this is my.
Porque 11, si positivo más negativo, debe de restarse. No, tiene que dar 11. No, tiene que dar 11.
Did you do your check?
Está
Did it
mal.
work?
No.
It's subtracting a 5. Now, what's the
negative
inverse
one.
of subtracting a 5?
But you don't like subtraction on this, so do we have to flip it to an addition?
Pero ¿cómo es ese? Oh, de veras, el segundo. Ey, ¿cuántos tienes?
Hey, you put your finger on my toe.
Ya vi por qué no se más, porque
Sí,
mejor no. Yo no me acuerdo. Bad Bunny. Le iba a decir Bad Bunny. Ese check sí funcionó. Porque hace menos plática de cuánto.
So what happened? Pick a number.
don't know.
The first one or second
First
one?
one.
I didn't even help on the first one. It's the same one we've been doing. Alright, let's get back together. So, is your variable on the left? What operation do you see?
Subtraction.
What's the inverse? What are we going to add? Okay, guys, I still have some of you getting confused on this. The whole point of adding this 5 is so you can cancel them out and get rid of them. What's remaining on the left? Are these the same or different signs on the right? They're different, so do we add or subtract? What's 6 minus 5?
-1.
Why is it -1?
Because 6 is a negative and it's a bigger number.
Okay, now, what symbol goes in between those two?
The less than or equal to.
Less than or equal to has to come down in between. So make sure you say n is less than or equal to -1. How many of you guys are now going, Miss, I don't get the check?
Me.
What was the original problem?
-6 equal to or negative, I mean what? What
Is
is
greater than or equal to n minus 5. Okay? What is n equal to? What did you come up?
-6.
What did you not? What did you come up with the answer for n?
Oh, ew.
-1. So change your n to a -1. What's -1 minus 5? Or -1 plus a -5. Same or different signs? Same. So do we add or subtract?
Average.
Add and keep the sign. What's 1 plus 5?
-6.
Does -6 equal -6?
Yeah.
Yes, because that's equal. That's good. So here's another one. -6 is greater than or equal to n minus 5. Our solution says n is less than or equal to -1, which means everyone look at the number line. Find your -1. Less means left. Go to the left. What number is on the left of -1?
-2.
So change n to a -2. So we have a -2 plus a -5. What is -2 plus -5?
-7.
Is -6 greater than or equal to -7?
No.
Look at your number line.
Yes.
Is -6 to the right of -7?
Yes.
That works out as well. Okay. I want you guys to leave just a little bit of space, like 3 lines, in between this one and your next one. Because there's something else I have to go back and show you. So that- waiting for something, find something to do to be productive. So you're not wasting that time. Like when I'm waiting for supper to cook, I'm grading your papers. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Okay, I won't grade them. I'm just giving everyone zeros.
Are you moving for the first chapter? Ah, de veras, me confundo con esos signos.
Dude, don't just still listen.
Perdón,
There you go.
No te traigas nada.
Ahora, what's your culture? Ahora sí. Go. Debe que ser el
Big hint, guys, make sure you're putting the right thing in between it because some of us are answering with A equals. It's not equal. I suggest you do exactly what I was doing. Go and highlight it. Highlight it so you know to bring it down. Why are you doing
Es multiplicado por 1, entonces pegamos
56 y 54.
Es cuando se busquen por todos los que
¿Quieres que le preguntaran a mí?
pregunta.
A number that is greater than 11. It was so nice.
Ya, no les explicamos.
Alright, I'm going to show you guys something. 3, 2, 1. So, you guys drew your river, right? What came next? Where is the variable? On the left, what operation do you see? What's the inverse?
Addition.
What are you going to add?
3.
What you do to the left?
You have to do the right.
So we have A and we have an 11, and I'm going to make a mistake intentionally because this is what several students do.
Equals.
Well, they put equals, but I'm going to put that. Okay? Now, you guys go and do your checks. The first check, you have A minus 3 is less than 8. What should A change to?
11.
11 minus 3. What's 11 minus 3?
8.
Does 8 equal 8?
Yeah.
Good. So your number's right.
Yeah.
Okay? Second check. A minus 3 is less than 8. All right. Here's how you decide. A is greater than 11. What is greater than 11?
12.
So put 12.
Why?
I'm showing you how this check can help you. 12 minus 3. What is 12 minus 3? 9. 9. Bring down your symbol. Bring down the 8. Is 9 less than 8?
No.
No. That does not work out, which means this does not work out. A is less than 11. You see how the second check helps you fix that symbol?
Yeah.
That's why I asked you to do the second check. Because it's great you got the number right, but it's also very important that you get that symbol correct, okay? I'm going to show you another way you can pick these numbers up. Let's go back to the teacher page.
I don't have any.
One more thing you have to do. This should not take very much, we're going to graph it. Which means make a number line. A is greater than what? Which means 7 has to be on this number line. So I'm going to just, about in the middle, draw a line and mark it as a 7. Then I'm going to mark some to the left, and some to the right, and label those. So I have a 5, a 6, a 7, an 8, and a 9. Okay? Are we good with that? Sebastian, do you have it down? Okay. Now here's what you're going to do. Need everyone to make sure you're paying attention. If x is greater than 7, circle on the number line where 7 is. I'm going to say it again. X is greater than 7. What numbers are greater than 7?
8 and 9.
So we're going to go from this circle to the 8 and to the 9. You know how I kept saying you want the variable on the left, you want the variable on the left, you want the variable on the left? Here's why. A quick, easy way to do this, do the symbol. I'm going to copy the symbol down right above the 7. That exact same symbol. Everyone put your pencils down and be watching the screen. We do one little thing. What did I just make that?
An arrow.
An arrow. Which way is it pointing?
That way.
Left.
Right.
To the right. Which way did we shade?
Right.
To the right. That trick will only work if your variable's on the left. Let's go back to our student page. Underneath this first one, make a number line.
Oh, that's one.
What number has to be on this number line? Why -1? Because that was our solution. So we have to put a -1. Because the numbers on either side. What's just to the right of -1?
I mean 0.
Well, to the left, it's -2 and -3. To the right, it's 0 and 1. What number should we circle?
-1.
-1. Does n equal -1? Can n equal -1?
Yeah.
Yes, this says less than or equal to. Since it says or equal to, fill in the circle. Now, I'm going to do it the easy way. My symbol, I am going to put less than or equal to. Make that symbol an arrow. Should we shade to the left or to the right?
No.
To the left. To the next one. Very simple number line. I'm going to do that one off now. I want to see you guys filling in your number line. What number has to be on? Fill in the numbers around it.
and see if you can graph this.
I'm not on the student page. I'm graphing those problems right there.
Is 8 equal to 11 and then
No, not the letter, the symbol.